From the outside, Zara Okoye's life shimmered like a dream. Glass walls, gold-plated cutlery, and gowns that whispered wealth. Tabloids called her lucky. The magazines called her goals. But Zara called it quiet pain. Each morning she walked down those marble stairs in silence, dressed in silk but stripped of self. Her husband, Adewale, too busy conquering the world to notice her slipping away. To him, she was another accessory in his empire. Flawless, polished, controlled. And as stylists tugged at her hair and paparazzi waited outside the gates, Zara floated, like a leaf pressed in crystal. Silent, preserved, fragile. The gala was everything money could buy: crystal chandeliers, imported roses, orchestras, and champagne. Adewale held her hand tightly, smiling like a man who owned the world. Zara smiled back, the kind of smile that hurts behind the eyes. Flash after flash, camera bulbs lit up her face, but inside a storm brewed. Every toast to love and success felt like a cruel echo. Her fingers trembled, her ring suddenly heavier. "This isn't love," she whispered to herself. "This is luxury imprisonment." Surrounded by hundreds, she had never felt more alone. Midnight on the penthouse balcony. Zara stood barefoot in a sequined gown, city lights flickering below like fallen stars. Beside her, a journal, yellowed pages filled with poetry she wrote before she became Mrs. Okoye. Each verse, a ghost of her past self, fiery, free, fearless. A tear trailed down her cheek. "Who am I without his last name?" she whispered to the wind. The night didn't answer, but the silence felt more honest than any smile she'd worn lately. At an art charity auction, Zara wandered the gallery, lost in thought. Then she saw it, a painting titled Caged Royalty. It stopped her heart. The colors were raw, angry, and beautiful. A woman in gold behind cold bars, her reflection. And then she saw him, Kelechi. Not a man of suits or yachts, but a man with paint-stained hands and honest eyes. Their conversation was brief, but for the first time in years she felt seen. Not as a wife, not as a status symbol, but as Zara. Something shifted. Slowly, quietly. Zara began walking alone to cafes. Reading again, drawing. She traded her high heels for barefoot afternoons on art gallery floors. She bought Kelechi's painting, anonymously. She sketched in hidden notebooks. She laughed. Not for show, but because her spirit was remembering joy. Adewale noticed. He didn't like it. His grip tightened. His words grew colder. Control is most dangerous when it starts to slip. The dinner party was glittering. Everyone was laughing. Everyone but her. Zara had said nothing all evening until Adewale ridiculed her in front of their guests, a cruel jab disguised as a joke. The room laughed. She didn't. That night, Zara packed just one suitcase. No gowns, no diamonds. Just her journal, a key, and her name. "This is not my cage anymore," she whispered, stepping into the night. At dawn, she stood in front of Kelechi's studio. No makeup, no staff, just Zara. He looked up, stunned. "You left?" he asked. She nodded, tears caught in her lashes. "I'm not his trophy anymore." No kiss, no grand gesture, just truth. And the warmth of freedom blooming in her chest. A year later, Zara stood in a room she built. A women's foundation filled with laughter, art, and healing. Her Afro boho style was hers. Her name, hers. Her choices, hers. She saw Kelechi again, quietly attending his new exhibit. One painting caught her breath. It was her, standing tall, eyes bright, no longer caged. "I love silk and soft jazz, but now I wear them for me. Luxury is no longer my cage, it's my canvas."